All right, welcome back. Another day in the life of the Grimlord. So, as like everybody out there, I follow a lot of people on YouTube. Well, I follow a lot of people that are into all the same things I do. Outdoors with the Morgans, Hamilton Mill Farm, Hank Hamilton, Stony Ridge Farmer, Messick's Equipment. Uh, the list goes on and on. There's so many people I just watch and I try and get information from, and I take little tidbits. Well, a lot of the videos now I've been watching have all been like, about the tractors and springtime, and I'm guessing this is the time that people are out shopping for tractors. So, if you've been following our channel, I just want to go over real quick what I have, what I love about my tractor, what I don't like about my tractor, things that I've learned over the years, and ultimately, you know, hopefully you're going to make the right decision the first time. I think I did. There's always room for improvement. But anyway, so this tractor now, this is TYM 394, and I have 200 hours on it. And let's just go over real quick the things that I love about it. It is a four-wheel drive tractor. It did, well, or let's just start over. Maybe let's talk about how I ordered the tractor and then what I like about it. So I ordered the tractor, four-wheel drive, the skid steer, quick connect front end, and I got a third function diverter, which right now I have the Homestead Implements Pinnacle grapple on it. I got loaded rear tires for stability, and then I ordered a 5-foot brush hog, and then I got a 6-foot box blade with it, and it came with the bucket. So that's what I ordered the tractor with, and it's got 200 hours on it. I have not had any problems whatsoever with this tractor. It has done or exceeded anything I've wanted to do with it. And let me tell you, I have pushed it to the limits. I have picked up things with that grapple. I have pushed brush piles. I have driven into piles of rock and piles of dirt. Trust me when I say that I have probably abused this more than I've really taken care of it. And I do take care of it. I mean, it is a big investment. I'm not really abusing it, but I'm not babying it either. So 200 hours, not had any problems with this tractor. So in southeastern North Carolina, we're known for our humidity. So one thing I have been doing or trying to be diligent on is keeping the fuel full, so there's no chance of water in it, moisture, any of that. I don't treat this fuel. It's off-road diesel, straight out of the pump. And I do all the checks. I did the 50-hour service myself. I check the air filter regularly. I do check the fuel filter, all the stuff that the book tells you to do. And all these tractors come with a book. So the things I like about it are all the things that I've been just kind of talking about. It handles the brush hog with no problem. I have no problem pulling. I have a 74-inch land plane, Homestead Implements. That's one of my favorite implements, and it pulls it no problem. I don't have it off the top of my head, all the lift capacities for this tractor, and that's stuff you can access online if you're really looking for a tractor. But I did get a set of pallet forks for it when I first bought the tractor, because any video you watch when you buy a tractor, if you don't buy a lot of stuff with it, the first thing you should get is a pallet forks. You can do so much with it. You can put tons of things on pallets. You can move things around. It's definitely one of the best and cheapest implement add-ons you can buy right out of the gate, and it works really well. So let's talk about things real quick. All right, so the other little add-on that I did is a brush guard. If you buy one of these tractors, whether you buy green, orange, purple, blue, whatever you buy, with this brush guard, if you don't have anything to cover the grill, you're going to do what I did and break this grill because when you use that grapple and you use it efficiently, you're going to run into piles and push things to your grill like I did. So the first modification you really need to make is put a grill guard on. The second modification you're going to want to do, if you are going to use this tractor for any kind of business or leaving your property to go do other things, is chain down points. I've seen a ton of different ways to chain this tractor down. What I did is I went and got a D-ring, bolt-on D-ring, and bolted it right to the front of the frame. So now I can run a chain through the front and chain this down. And then what I did is I put a big shackle on the rear center drawbar, or the hitch bar, whatever you want to call it, and that's how I chain down the rear. And then I'll go over any implement I'm hooked to. So I just wanted to touch base with everybody and just say, you know, I've seen a lot of videos, and I guess this is springtime for most people. We've been in spring for a little while now, and I guess people are now starting to research and what tractor is the best for me. I don't really care what tractor you buy, but I just want to let you know the biggest piece of advice, and I really didn't somehow learn this until later, but the number one thing is obviously your dealer. Do they have parts? Do they have a good service department? And are they willing to get you in and out, quick turnaround time, so you can still have your tractor and do what you need to do with it? So whether you're making money, whether you're farming, whatever you're doing, that's the, you know, realistically, that's the number one thing. And then most people, I mean, maybe tied with number one is going to be price, what you can afford. I had a price point in my head, and when I went to the dealer, I knew I didn't want a John Deere because, one, they're really overpriced, and they also have that proprietary front connection for the skid steer, and I didn't want to deal with that because that means you have to buy all John Deere stuff. And then Kubota is a close second, but they are very expensive too, and they're proud of their stuff. Don't get me wrong, Land Pride makes a lot of good attachments, and I know Kubota dealers, that's usually what they carry. But this was the other real, I have two other dealers. I had LS, and then I had a TYM dealer. And I did a lot of research, talked to people, this and that. But anyway, you know, to me it doesn't matter. I bought the tractor that I thought was going to do all the things I needed to do, and maybe a little bit more. So I'm very happy with the TYM. Like I said, I have used it for a lot of things, and it has not let me down. Let's just talk about, you know, I've kind of hit on the things that I like about it. The only thing that I really regret not doing when I ordered it or bought it is getting rear remotes. So rear remotes now, they're pretty easy to do from what I'm told. The problem is when you go to these aftermarket sites is just trying, TYM doesn't have a lot of selections for their tractors. So finding the right kit to fit this tractor to make this a seamless operation is not that easy. I really would love Tractor Time with Tim to come down here to North Carolina and put some rear remotes, because he does a lot of hydraulic stuff, and it's not that easy to go online and just say I need rear remotes for a TYM, order it. It's not that easy. So that's probably right now the only thing I've learned is that the rear remotes are big now because so many things are optioned out there for it. And I use the analogy, people my age would understand if you've ever been around Jeeps or four-wheel drives. Years ago, you couldn't find anything aftermarket for Jeeps. Now, you can pretty much build a Jeep out of a catalog. Well, I think tractors and these compact or, you know, subcompact tractors are in the same category. In the next 10 years, you're going to be able to put short of a helicopter on this tractor. So adding those rear remotes is going to do things for your top link, you know, hydraulic flail mowers that move up and down, rear like Lane Shark and what's the Hardy mowers that go on the rear. Those are the kinds of things for the rear that you need remotes for. So if you're doing or thinking of anything like that, make sure you order your tractor with some rear remotes, because I think the front end, the third function diverter, that's a no-brainer, because I would recommend even almost now over pallet forks as a grapple. If you're going to do anything with brush, firewood, logs, I don't know, you name it. I've done a ton of stuff with that grapple. But the next thing would be rear remotes, because now I think everybody out there, and even Neil Messick, watching some stuff from him, Messick's Equipment, they are making so much stuff now for these tractors. In the future, it's just, it's going to be the sky's the limit. But I just wanted to give you a quick update. Like I said, this got 200.1 hours now, and I really love it. I really love the tractor. Like I said, it does everything I want it to do and then some. I've really a little bit been surprised at what I've been able to lift with this grapple. And shout out to Homestead Implements. This grapple is amazing. This is the Pinnacle series. I think it's right at 5 feet, but great implement. Love it. And I do have a couple more on order from them, so I can't wait to show you guys some of the stuff we got coming up. But anyway, just wanted to touch base, give a quick shout out, and let you guys know what's been going on, and we'll probably see you soon. Thanks.
So these are some of the implements that we have. You can watch other videos that we have done previously that will show you all of these being used. Also the homemade brush guard that when Mike made that. So if you look back through our videos, you can find how a lot of these implements are being used. Thank you for watching.